Welcome back to the White Stoner channel here on YouTube. Today I'll be doing the 2010 WWE pay-per-view collection. You got Royal Rumble. Everyone's lining up. That's cool. Rey Mysterio vs. Undertaker for the world title in a good match. Sheamus vs. Randy Orton. And then Christian vs. Ezekiel Jackson. This is where Edge would return and win his first Rumble. Next, we have Elimination Chamber with Batista on the cover. It's okay. Your WWE Championship Elimination Chamber and your World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber match. John Cena wins it. Batista instantly gets a match and then wins the title. I would like someone to let me know why Batista got a title shot. I kind of forgot. Next, we have WrestleMania 26. Shawn Michaels vs. Undertaker in the match of the night. John Cena vs. Batista was alright. Chris Jericho vs. Edge. I was wanting Edge to win. And then we have a waste of our time. And then we got Jericho. Wow. Show Miz versus John Morrison R-Truth in a good opener. And then Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes versus Ted DiBiase in a good match. We have Extreme Rules with Sheamus on the cover. The black and white is very well done. Sheamus versus Triple H. Jack Swagger versus Randy Orton. And then Batista versus John Cena last man standing match. And John Cena duct tapes Batista to the ring post. Over the Limit with Batista and John Cena on the cover. It was alright. But this was held in Detroit, so that's cool. R-Truth vs. Ted DiBiase. Drew McIntyre vs. Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental title. Jack Swagger vs. Big Show for the world title. And then Randy Orton vs. Edge. And John Cena vs. Batista for the WWE Championship in an I Quit match. This is where John Cena was standing on the car. He attitude adjustment Batista off of the car onto the stage, and he broke his back from what I heard. That's a beautiful discard. And then the next night on Raw, Batista quit the WWE. Next, we have a horrible cover. Fatal 4-Way. You have possibly the worst spoiler cover of all time. Your 3 world titles spoiled. Hart Dynasty versus the Usos. The Miz versus R-Truth. And then Chris Jericho versus Evan Bourne. Here we have the first ever Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Raw and SmackDown. Kane won the SmackDown one, cashed in the same night on Mysterio. And then The Miz won the Raw one. The cover? Not so good. Layla versus Kelly Kelly. Eve versus Alicia Fox, the Hart Dynasty versus the Usos, Rey Mysterio versus Jack Swagger, and then Sheamus versus John Cena in a steel cage match. Next, we have United Champions with another spoiler cover, but this time it works out because that's a good cover. Melina versus Michelle McCool for the Women's and Divas Championship. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Big Show versus CM Punk. And then Undertaker versus Kane, which started their rivals. Next is Hell in a Cell 2010 with a fantastic cover. Edge vs. Jack Swagger, Daniel Bryan vs. John Morrison vs. The Miz for the United States Championship, and it was a submission count anywhere match. John Cena vs. Wade Barrett, and then Kane vs. Undertaker for the world title. Next is Bragging Rights with a great cover. Dashing Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre versus John Cena and David Otunga for the tag team titles. Your 7-on-7 Raw vs. SmackDown elimination match. And then Kane vs. Undertaker in the Buried Alive match. This one, I think I've only seen it once or twice. So it's definitely time to go back and watch it. Next is Survivor Series. Excuse me. Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. John Cena is a special guest referee. And if John Cena was to have Randy Orton win, he would be fired. But yet, he never got fired. Santino versus Vladimir. No. Santino and Vladimir versus Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel for the WWE Tag Team titles. Your Survivor Series match. Kane versus Edge for the world title. And then Daniel Bryan versus Ted DiBiase. And our last pay-per-view of 2010 is TLC. The cover is not one of the best, but this was a decent pay-per-view all around. John Cena versus Wade Barrett, The Miz versus Randy Orton for the WWE title, and then Alberto Del Rio versus Rey Mysterio versus Edge versus Kane for the world title. Edge would win. That was fun. John Cena would have all the chairs fall down on Wade Barrett. And we all lived happily ever after. So there you have it. The 2010 WWE pay-per-view collection. Take some time. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like because you're thoughtful. Turn that bell notification on because you're polite. This is White Stoner signing off.